exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show. This is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Strike King's Hook and Look with Kim Stricker. Gold is a highly sought-after precious commodity, recognized worldwide by those who appreciate its luster and beauty. Records indicate that throughout human history, man has been in search of this dazzling treasure. Skilled prospectors and novices alike employ a variety of manual methods in hopes of extracting a large deposit. Seldom an easy find, gold can be seined from stream beds, as well as excavated from deep bedrock shelves. Today, contemporary mining techniques incorporate the use of modern electronics, which can detect minute traces, as well as the proverbial gold motherlode. Beyond doubt, the discovery of a substantial find is rewarding and the adrenaline rush unmatched when a persevering prospector first recognizes that there's gold in them nar hills.
St. Lawrence River gold.
Just beautiful.
It's late September, and Hook and Look has returned to the upstate New York town of Clayton. First, a brief stop for a welcoming breakfast at the Rondette. Then it's off to launch in the crystal waters of the St. Lawrence River. This morning, a heavy blanket of fog has settled in as Kim once again joins his friend, local Thousand Islands area guide, Dean Meckes. Yesterday, the two experienced a less than stellar outing on the water, with little to show for their enduring effort. Dean explains.
Yesterday we had a pretty tough bite going on. We tried to fish shallow. We had real cloudy conditions. We were trying to fish in 8 feet of water, 10 feet of water, 5 feet of water, that depth range, and the fish really weren't responding. We caught a bunch of small fish, but we never really got into any real quality.
We gotta find the bigger ones. And we'll keep looking, but we're gonna find them.
Quality smallmouth bass is what the entire Great Lakes system is well known for. And today, Kim and Dean do an about-face, abandoning the shallows in hopes of finding quality relating to deep, sheer ledges.
While we're waiting for the fog to lift, we might as well do something. If that sun comes out, I believe we'll be losing his jacket.
It's gonna be a nice one if that fog lifts.
There's a fish. That's a big head. Here it comes. Look at that's a big one.
Nice fish.
That is a big old smallmouth. Here he comes up. Here he comes. He's gonna launch. Dig your rod.
That was close, man. Holy cow. That's a big fish. Nice fish.
Come on, Daddy.
Good
There
job,
we go.
man. That's a good one.
I'd say they might be out here a little deeper. God, that's a nice one.
Dandy.
That rage grub.
Did
You
the
like
trick.
that old rage tail, don't you? Well, that's a nice chunk. Now that's more like the Thousand Islands.
That's what we're talking about right there.
Exactly.
That's what we got.
Very nice fish.
Beauty.
Making the move deeper. I mean, we spent the whole day yesterday shallow and we're catching smaller ones.
Yeah.
That is much better.
Nice fish. Good job.
Now that the fog has begun to lift, Kim and Dean can safely navigate the river in search of a similar scenario at greater depths. Utilizing Kim's Humminbird 1198, they can effectively examine the bottom with up to 480 feet of coverage side to side. At a speed of approximately 4 miles per hour, they're able to capture clear, picture-like images of the rocky bottom structure, as well as fish.
See how you got that shadow?
Yeah.
See the edge right there's the drop, and you're seeing it there.
I see.
Stick around. The boys discover more St. Lawrence River gold right after this.
Reach out on that thing.
Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Humminbird, simply, clearly, better. Vicious Fishing Line, get vicious. And by Boat US Angler. Welcome back. After a lackluster performance fishing shallow yesterday, Kim Stricker and his guest Dean Meckes are beginning to develop a productive pattern today at depths of up to 40 feet.
Deep water's tough to fish, you know. It's like it just takes so much time for your bait to finally get there. So you know, when you want it, when it's down there where it needs to be, you want to maximize your time with that, with your bait down there instead of reeling it and dropping it all the time.
Is that a better one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Coming up.
He's a nice one.
Yeah.
They don't want to give up.
No.
You get up
It's
to
amazing how you can see them way down there and they don't look, you know, and then as you bring them back, you go, hey, they're getting bigger. Well, come to Daddy.
All right. There we go. That's a nice chunky one right
Yes,
there.
sir.
Boy, he ate it. He liked that rage tail.
Boy, he did eat it.
The hungry one.
Yeah, let's just cut that, huh?
Okay.
He'll spit that hook. It'll dissolve.
He's not bleeding, so.
Your thumb might be after.
All right, fella.
Well, it appears Kim and Dean are a little more on track now. The action of the rage-tail grub is triggering strikes at deeper depths among the profusion of bottom-dwelling gobies. And it isn't long before Kim drills another solid fish.
Fish. Ooh, that's it feels pretty good too. Ooh, yes, it is a good. Oh, you see that thing launch? Ooh, it's another good one.
Nice.
It is another.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
That's what we like.
come on to Daddy.
There we go. Good job, Kim.
Oh man.
Nice quality
Another
fish right
God,
there.
Just beautiful.
St. Lawrence River
Just
gold.
beautiful.
On the grub.
Rage tail grub.
Beauty.
That is a dandy.
The grub master right there.
See you later. Catch me another. Let's do that again. There are so many shoals out here. Just shoal after shoal after shoal.
It's tons and tons of structure out here. And the thing about this place is you could fish your entire life out here a couple days a week and you would never fish the same spot twice if you
Right.
just wanted to do that.
Right,
There's
that's
so
true.
much structure.
But that's where the side imaging comes in,
Oh, exactly.
to pick out all that. Find the spots on the spots.
Coming up, there's more hookin', then we do some lookin' right after this. Welcome back to Hook and Look. Kim and local guide Dean Meckes are targeting deep, sheer, rocky ledges with a Strike King rage-tail grub. Kim fills us in on today's presentation.
You know, there's so many ways to throw a grub, several presentations, and I'm just basically fishing it like a tube. You know, we're throwing it in deep water, you gotta let it fall.
Right.
But the one thing that it's doing, it's working all the way down. That tail is just moving, 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 moving. And some of our fish have been caught on that fall. Once I see it hit the bottom, I watch my line. It'll go slack. And I'm just moving it like like a tube. And I feel it go across the bottom. Move a little bit, those little tail's working, it stops. A couple gobies will bite it. That's a 3/8 ounce tour grade jig head. And you can feel all the rocks.
Yeah.
Zebra mussels.
This is where the big girl ought to be. On that edge right there, 29 to 50. That's where the big girl should be hanging.
Fish.
All right.
Now that one popped it. That one popped it. It's a decent smallmouth. You look at it, it's a good one.
Good job. Oh, that's a big fella. That's a really nice fish.
Yes, sir. Come on up here.
Boy, you can see him down there a long ways, can't you? That fish is still in 10, 15 feet of water.
He's coming up quick. Here he is. Oh, that's a big one. Whoa.
I don't want to mess this one up.
That's a big one.
Good job.
That is a pig.
Whew, look at the gut on that fish.
Look at the size of that thing. Ah, and that grub,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it'll catch them. You know, so many guys have forgotten about the grub, and that's a kind of a forgotten bait. The fat-bodied grub can catch some big old fish, especially these smallmouth.
Yeah, they like them.
This one here, you know, with the rage tail, that is definitely the amount of action you get out of that tail triggers these fish. I guess that's, you know, because I mean they're pretty inactive today.
Yeah, they are. It's not a real fast, furious bite, but the action of that tail, I mean, that tail imitates a lot of, it's like a swim bait type of thing, and everybody's gone in that direction and kind of forgot about the grub, so
Yep.
good choice for today.
Nice fish. Smallmouth, Thousand Islands. Was that not a beautiful smallmouth? Well, take a deep breath, pinch your nose, and jump on in, because we're gonna take you right to the sweet spot.
Hello, Dad. I see you down there. All right, I'm coming. I got walleyes and a school of smallmouth. There's a ton of fish here. Right up along the break. You wouldn't believe how many bass are down here.
I can believe it.
This school of smallmouths are currently positioned on top of the 20 to 25 foot ledge, right near the sheerest drop to 40 foot of water. More importantly is, we observe that as they travel horizontally, they move along the 25 foot lip of the steep drop.
Dad, look at this sharp edge. This is just what that hummingbird was showing. That's where those bigger fish were. And here's a toad right in front of me. Well, that's what it's all about. I mean, it's really cool. They're all in one line, and they just swim in a line right on that edge. I mean, it couldn't be more picture perfect.
They're right on that corner, right on that edge, traveling in big wolf packs. I mean, they're in their schools, just going right down that line. And you don't see them right on the bottom. You don't see them way up on top suspended. But today, you see them right on that edge.
Unbelievable. This is the sharpest edge right here. I'm actually under you, Dad, looking up this shelf. It is just so steep. And all the way down here, 45 feet, I've got more smallmouth coming at me. And that's why the side imaging and the ground imaging and the 2D sonars are all important to find this stuff.
With the deep water to our left, Dean and I side imaged this fruitful steep ledge horizontally. The shadows created by the sonar angle are much more discernible when surveyed down a slope. The larger the shadow, the steeper and more pronounced the drop is. Again, the top shelf leveled out at about 20 to 25 feet, and the base of the drop descended to about 40. But the key spot on the spot, based on our underwater observations and previous catches, was the very outside lip of the 25-foot ledge where the drop was the sheerest.
Oh, there's a toad. See, look at how he's coming up that edge.
It was an eye-opener for me to witness just how quickly those fish moved up, then down that vertical wall. The smallmouths were predominantly holding on the 25-foot lip. However, when the need be, they would easily nose straight down and descend the wall to the base. That's why it's beneficial to utilize your 2D sonar on the bow when fishing rock ledges. The sonar picks up a reading of the top shelf as well as the bottom base of the drop. Now, make your cast accordingly.
And Kim and Dean will be doing just that when Hook and Look returns. Don't go away. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Evinrude. And by PADI, the Professional Association of Diving Instructors. PADI is the way the world learns to dive. Thousand Islands Area Fishing Guide Dean Meckes has been communicating with Hook and Look host Kim Stricker and his son Danny as they investigate the sheer rocky ledges of New York's St. Lawrence River. Let's listen in.
So Kim, what are you seeing for bait fish down there? What are they feeding on?
There's a lot of little dogies.
Is the vertical wall that you're seeing down there, is that jagged or is it a smooth-faced wall?
It's very jagged. Very jagged and totally encapsulated in zebra mussels.
That'll do a number on your line.
Exactly right. That's why it's important to have a good fluorocarbon. Not to mention how the fluorocarbon is more transparent in this crystal clear water.
There you go. Ooh, that's a good one too. Good going. Grab that nuts. Who's the grub master now? Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go.
Right in the cheek.
Nice fish. A lot of times you can catch, you know, up here when I'm guiding, I'll get guys into, you know, a wad of the fish this size right here, 2-pounders. A lot of times you can catch 10 or 15 of them, and then an occasional, you know, 4 or 5 pounders. So
Cool.
We got a heck of a fishery up here.
Ooh, look at this. Lots of fish. Good one?
Yeah.
Yeah. We marked those too. Ooh, yeah. That looks like a good one. Look at that clear water.
He's down there. He's down there 15 feet, and you can see him
I know.
plain as day.
I know. Yeah. Come on up here. Oh, I see you caught that on a drop shot.
Mm-hmm.
Nice fish. There you go, nice
There
fish,
you go.
Dino.
Yes, indeedy.
But we saw the whole wad.
Yeah, some dropped on him.
That's it.
and he bit it. Plain as
That's
day.
it's a super finesse worm.
Yep.
That is, the super finesse worm makes the best drop shot worm there is.
Yeah, I've been watching it in the water, and it sticks right straight out. There's no tail sag with it.
Mm-hmm. Nice
section and it stays on.
Nice fish.
All right.
Good job.
There you go, girl. Did you see those fish on that screen, Kim?
Yeah,
That,
yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, we had a nice pack of fish right there, and I'd made a cast with that grub, but it was way ahead of us, and those fish were right below us. So I reeled the grub in really fast, and what I did is I dropped that drop shot on him, and you know, just didn't move it a whole lot, and one of those fish picked it up. So, you know, it's a good thing to pay attention to that Humminbird 998 while you're fishing. Keep your eyes on that screen, because if you come over some fish like that, you know, 9 times out of 10 with a drop shot, you can drop right on them and they'll actually bite it.
Quick thinking on Dean's part, switching to a drop shot and super finesse worm. But didn't anybody tell him we were doing a rage-tail grub show?
When visiting the Thousand Islands region of upstate New York, let Lanz's Motel, Cottages, and Campground provide you with comfortable accommodations with a panoramic view of the St. Lawrence River. Conveniently located on the water with boat launch and dockage, Lanz's offers motel rooms, 1, 2, and 3 bedroom cottages, a full hookup campground, swimming pool, and much more.
Be sure to join us next week for a Hook and Look variety show. We'll investigate the here today, gone tomorrow characteristic of Great Lakes smallmouth when relating to a transient food source. We'll also learn some great tips from Humminbird's Director of Marketing, Mark Gibson, in the process. We'll even hang a few Kentucky Lake stubbies with crappie expert Jackie Van Cleve. That's all next week on
Hook and Look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.